Thank you so much for joining me today as we continue reading this book, Daniel and Revelation 1897. Let us hear what Brother Uriah Smith wrote in his comments on Revelation chapter 18, verses 9 to 11. Our Father in heaven, thank you so much for your lingering mercy and warning. Soon this mercy will reach its divine limit, and I pray we are ready. Thank you so much for hearing and answering my prayer. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, amen. Revelation chapter 18, verses 9 to 11. The Holy Scriptures has this to say. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her. When they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off her, the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. A fitting retribution. The infliction of the very first plague must result in a complete suspension of traffic in those articles of luxury for which Babylon is noted. And when the merchants of these things, who are to a great extent citizens of this symbolic city, and who had been made rich by their traffic in these things, suddenly find themselves and their neighbors smitten with putrefying sores, their traffic suspended and vast stores of merchandise on hand, but none to buy them. They lift up their voices in lamentation for the fate of this great city. For if there is anything which will draw from the man of this generation a sincere cry of distress, it is that which touches their treasures. And there is a fitness in this retribution. Those who but a short time before had issued a decree that the saints of God should neither buy nor sell, now find themselves put under the same restriction by a far more effectual process. The question may arise how persons involved in the same calamity can stand afar off and lament, etc. But it must be remembered that this desolation is brought to view under a figure, and the figure is that of a city visited with destruction. Should calamity come upon a literal city, it would be natural for its inhabitants to flee from that city if they had opportunity, and standing afar off, lament its fall. And just in proportion to their terror and amazement at the evil impending would be the distance at which they would stand from their devoted city. Now, the figure the apostle uses would not be complete without a feature of this kind, and so he uses it, not to imply that the people would literally flee from the symbolic city, which would be impossible, but to denote their terror and amazement at the descending judgments. May God our Father, the only true and living God, continue to bless you, and through his Son, Jesus Christ, be gracious unto you, now until Christ return. Amen.